got stuff like DJ Hero. It's a video game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like it's a sport. You dig? I mean, versus an art.
My greatest desires.
It was Ron Trent from Chicago, from New York, from Detroit, all the places I lived, all the places I picked up experiences at. Hell, I'm from here too. London town. Spent a lot of time here.
Every day I go there.
People like Dave Mancuso came from. Frankie Knuckles, obviously, student of that, came from. Larry Levan, Robert Williams, because Robert Williams used to go to the Loft to hear David, which basically inspired him to do it in Chicago and create the Warehouse, i.e. house music. You know what I mean? So it all goes back to that, regardless of anything else. That's the root. So I just think it's important, especially for youth culture, to understand that. It's not about just beat matching and trying to have like the newest, latest songs that they don't even know the titles of most of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's about actually feeling the music. Because David didn't even mix. You know what I mean? He didn't even mix. It was, he had 2 turntables, and there was no mixing. He had 2 amplifiers, 2 Mark Livingston amplifiers. You know what I'm saying? He played one jam, he played the other. And then that's what it was about, or create like a atmosphere, create like play a sound effect. You know what I'm saying? And then play a song that you might, like a bit of a song, and then play another song to kind of bring you into the theatrics, and the energy of what he was trying to convey to you. And that's an interesting thing. I mean, obviously, we think about mixing, we just think about, getting the jam in there. You know what I'm saying? But to actually tell stories to people, you know what I'm saying, and take them on a journey, that's another whole thing. It's something that's very powerful. And out of that is why we are here today. You know what I mean? That's what created all this. It created the interest, the energy, the momentum, So I think it's important that, people know about it, because I think we've also reached a kind of like a crescendo a little bit.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, you got stuff like DJ Hero. It's a video game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like it's a sport. You dig? I mean, versus an art, and this is an art. And that was originally what it was. And that's why the artistic community was like interested in it and interacted with it. And that's why he had all that beauty that came out of the 70s and 80s the way that it did, because you had all that. The music just kind of was the glue, brought everybody together. Created that community. Now it's more, it's more of a sport, and people are disc jockeying, riding a horse. So you hear lots of difference. Pop culture is now, pop culture's always been around. You always had your stuff that was playing on radio, etc. But now the art side of it is kind of waned, and more of the money machine, and the theatrics, and guys standing on top of the damn turntable, not even fucking playing, is more important than throwing cakes at motherfuckers and shit like that. I mean, it's like, that's not what it was about. Actually, our older luminaries, I mean, they were more interested in like, you're not even seeing their face, but hearing their music, and here's lies the difference, the mentality. And since we're living in a very superficial world and synthetics and, the internet, internet is great, we can communicate and everything, but it is kind of taking out of some of the more organic human feelings out of the situation too, you know what I'm saying? So we got to recognize that. That's why having a spirit or soul behind what we're doing is so important now. It's very important. It's got to be that thing that brings it together. Right now, some of the best guys, the guys we haven't even heard, or guys that are not even really making a lot of money. Study. Take your time. You know what I'm saying? A large part of why guys collected records or got into music the way that they did is because they felt it first. And then they were able to administer that message to the people. You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing that, then what the hell are you doing? You standing up there, like I said, disc jockey, you riding the horse, baby. We watching you ride the horse. But it's nothing, there's no connection there. And that's why drugs have also played a big role in a lot of stuff too, because people are escaping or whatever, get into whatever, and they're going off of energy. This kind of thing. And if you listen to the type of music that's being played by some, it's just noises and repetition, and like stuff that goes high, and it's more like it's like a video game more than anything else. Never get off the study. Keep yourself a constant student, and take your time. Everybody wants to be famous overnight. That doesn't, as quick as you go up, as quick as you're gonna fall down. Bottom line,
A lot rolling in.